You look at the incredible opportunity that we have here in Asia. By 2030, you're going to have another Indonesia. You're looking at the rising middle class. People becoming more aware of what they're ultimately putting into their bodies, right? If you would go into the grocery store 20 years ago in China, people would just literally be grabbing the goods. Now you're looking at a grocery store in China, people are looking at the labels and saying, what am I ultimately putting into my body? So it's so incredibly important. We don't have enough food, and we need to find solutions really quickly. The key thing is, if you look at it, there's multiple sides. You've got the consumer that's becoming more and more advanced. You've got the regulators who are putting regulation on, for example, like on taxation, on sugar taxes. You've got the big companies, right, that are ultimately needing new innovation. But it's really from end to end, right? It's all the way from the farming side, all the way up to the consumer side that ultimately needs solutions, right? And we need to get more. You look at the amount of waste that we produce in food. I mean, we need to find solutions and do it quick to be able to feed the population growth that we're going to be seeing in this part of the world. If you look at the portfolio that we have in Tate Lyle, where we're focusing on taking out sugars, we're taking out calories, we're taking out like fats and salts. If you look at the ingredients that we currently have, right, and we keep on broadening that portfolio. The consumer, when they take a sugar reduced solution, or they take a full body sugar solution, they don't want to feel the difference. So the key for us is to ultimately get taste, but I call it affordable taste. You got to get the same taste, but making sure that it's healthy. One is, I'd like to see a lot more of the startups. Right? I don't coming banging on my door, because they literally think, hey, listen, these guys have got their own innovation. Yes, we have our own innovation, and yes, we're going to do more innovation here in Singapore, specifically for the region. But I want local solutions, right? You can't have someone, like I told earlier before, developing a solution out of the US, which is used for the actual, the consumer here in Asia, right? The Asians have a very different palate. So I'm actually looking for, let's say, what are new innovations that they have that we could then partner with them early on, or eventually we say, hey, listen, we acquire them or do different ways of doing it. But I don't get enough people knocking on my door.